Breast. Breast.
What is notable in the
Breast.
The breasts. Alright. So the breasts are very natural, right? Very natural.
No.
Super unnatural. Let's have a look at these bad boys. Super unnatural in the sense that they were doctors. In the sense that they were put in there through monetary ways. So plastic surgery is becoming crazy popular. Everyone knows about plastic surgery. Celebrities left and right are getting different procedures done. So before you go breaking your bank to go get a new nose, there are some things you should know. Firstly, there is a background to plastic surgery. It has a long history, and that's brought us to where we are today and the procedures that they offer. Also, the procedures do lead to a lot of abuse, and which fuels a lot of the controversy behind plastic surgery. So plastic surgery started in Egypt, actually. If you think about mummification, it is plastic surgery in a sense, where you are modifying the body for aesthetic purposes. It was first noted that Ramses II of Egypt, he had bone and teeth stuck into his nose after he passed away, says the Smithsonian Museum. After Egypt, India actually adopted much of the procedures and the science behind plastic surgery, being pioneered by Sushruta in 1794, and then that made its way to Britain in 1798 and the United States in 1827. Let's jump to the 20th century. World War II is going on. People are getting hurt left and right. People are getting shot. People are getting maimed, and a lot of them live. And in order for them not to live the rest of their lives being disfigured, these procedures were developed to help them out so that they can live as normal life as possible. In 1947, Henry Gillies of Chicago College, he did the first sex change operation, and that was noted in the LGBT journal. And after that, the prevalence of plastic surgery skyrocketed. Since 2000, it's up 50%, totaling almost 12 million in 2008, a $31.7 billion industry. So the American Association for Aesthetic Plastic Surgery reported that in 2010, 9,333,814 procedures were performed. Some of the first procedures that started this craze were simple things like rhinoplasty, which is nose job, and some of the more useful procedures like the cleft palate operation, where children born with a disfigured lip. And until the 1900s, they were incredibly painful. If you can think about the advances that we made in anesthesia, they weren't until 1910, 1912, where people were actually starting to be sedated before their procedures. So there are two different kinds of things you can get done, either surgical or non-surgical. Non-surgical being Botox or collagen, among others, but those are the two most common. Botox being the botulinum toxin that is injected into different parts of the body to tighten muscles and to actually make you look either younger or maybe a little bit more awake. And the collagen is something that is in most animal fat, and they often use beef or pork fat, or your own human fat to inject into wrinkles to fill in, or into the lips to make them a little bit more full. We also have a couple of different things done to the face that are more surgical, more intrusive, like rhinoplasty, And fun fact, the person who performed rhinoplasty is actually a doctor by the name of an otolaryngologist, or something to know. And another common facial procedure is the rhinodectomy, which is the facelift, where parts of the face are modified and pulled a little bit to make you look more awake or more youthful. But as far as facial things go, it's important not to do too much because we all know the nose job is the disfiguring effects of that as well. We also have some body procedures that make a big difference. Like a common one is breast augmentation, and that one can be taken a little too far, say near B. And this is the woman with the largest breasts in the world. She has 38 triple Ks. Triple Ks. And this is among one of the other, the more extreme cases which fuel the controversy. People are upset. People go crazy over plastic surgery, and they just go too far sometimes. So how far is too far? Sometimes people take extreme measures, such as injecting cement into themselves and into other people claiming to be a doctor, such as this woman. And I don't know if you've seen this on the internet, but she has been doing plastic surgery unlicensed, and it's caused a lot of harm to a lot of people. There's also cases where you could cause a lot of disfiguration to the normal face, such as Michael Jackson's face. God rest his soul. So another problem is how young is too young. People are doing crazy procedures to their children because it improves, although there is no evidence that it improves psychosocial well-being. It's still being used and is being argued that it's beneficial for children. So it's a big industry, as we know, and it's come a long way since Ramses II, and it's also come a long way from your typical celebrities who take advantage. Do you know who this is?
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj. Yeah, Nicki Minaj is known for having some assets that are a little extreme. So now that you're educated consumers and know the ins and outs of, well, I wouldn't say the ins and outs, some basics on plastic surgery, I hope you can make educated